Slipshot here, and this week's episode, if you haven't guessed by the title, is CSGO Silvers Edition, and I'm just going to briefly run through my layout choices. So to get on with that, obviously in this setup I don't have the left trigger as a dual stage setup because the multiple stage zooms of snipers doesn't work well with the dual stage trigger and the toggle action, so I had to split those up. But on the right trigger I have it set up for jump crouch like I do in every other FPS, but it works particularly well in this game, of course. Then for the bumpers I have primary weapon and sidearm, just for convenience. Obviously they could be anywhere else, but I prefer them in that position. Then reload is on the same side as it is for every other first person shooter so far, and then walk I have on the other side, just like I have it in GTA 5, and that is because obviously it has to be held down. Well, you can set it to toggle, but I prefer having it held down, and if I have it held down my trigger finger becomes a lot heavier, so to keep it as light as possible I swapped it over from the left hand side to the right. Then the menu and scoreboard buttons are pretty standard in first person shooters. Then with the left trackpad, I have it set up as a directional pad, but you could have it set up as a scroll wheel to scroll through all of your weapons. I'd prefer having it set up so I can access particular weapons instantaneously, so hence why I've got 3 directions for those. Although obviously grenades have to be cycled, but that's an irrelevance. And then use as down. Obviously use can be preferable because it means you don't have to get out of the bomb and then press the trigger. You can just press use as soon as you enter the bomb site. Then for the analog stick, I have the up, left, right, down arrows, but you could use the WASD keys equally as well. And then the knife on the left stick click is purely because in most first person shooters on consoles, or that use controllers at least, tend to have the sprint button as the left stick click, and since the knife is the closest in this game that you can get to that, that is why that is there. Then for the button pad I have mic and drop weapon closer to the trackpad because they are actually used during gameplay, whereas the buy and rebuy buttons are used at the start of the round exclusively. And then last up is the mouse. Obviously I have the ADS/zoom on a right trackpad click. That's pretty well. It's good for continuing to be able to aim whilst pressing it as well. I had it over as the left back paddle before, but I found again it made my trigger finger quite heavy, so I got rid of that and moved it over. And then inspect on the double tap just because it's funny. And then with the mouse, as you can see, I've got the trackball friction as low, sensitivity highest, but in game is about 3.3, I think. Friction vertical scale is a little bit higher than it normally is, about 25% anyway. And then in the advanced settings, obviously I have the sensitivity vertical scale, which is for the mouse itself, not just the trackball mode, and that's slightly lower than normal. Obviously absolutely no smoothing, although in the first gameplay footage I did actually have smoothing on at the normal level. So that concludes the brief overview of the bindings. In the gameplay footage, the first match you'll see is actually my first competitive match, and all of the clips are from Dust 2 because it wouldn't be the complete Silver experience without only having played Dust 2. So I hope you enjoy the rest of the video.
Counter-terrorists win. Bomb has been...
Go A. Defusing.
Defusing the bomb. Incendiary out.
Bomb has been defused. Counter-terrorists win.
One is tunnel.
Counter-terrorists win.
Flashbang. Throwing a grenade. Laying down smoke. Deploying flashbang.
One is ground.
Counter-terrorists win.
Grenade out. Flashbang. Throwing flashbang. Fire in the hole. Laying down.
Short. And long.
Counter-terrorists win.
Throwing fire.
Rated R for retarded.
Planting.
Terrorists win.
Grenade. Planting.
Bomb has been planted. Terrorists win.
Grenade out.
Short. One short.
Esta parque morre, porque
Counter-terrorists win.
Smoke. Deploying flashbang.
Thank you. Long flash.
Nice. Wow.
No man, rush.
Sorry guys. Plant man, orange, plant.
High grenade.
Plantează.
Planting.
Tunnel. Nice. Nice.
Tu nahor.
Grenade.
Mid. Auto is mid man, don't. Oh man. Nice.
Nice. Bă, ce lag are asta? La fute lag cu pe ăsta.
Go
Go away.
take auto for the win.
Take,
What the
Nice.
fuck? Nice, man.
take auto.
Auto.
You can do it.
It's here.
Survey says
I'm alive.
Laying down smoke. Throwing a grenade.
the derp, the diddly derpy derpy derp.